Hello guys, and welcome to Malachi Gaming. And before we get started talking about the hottest get good game since the OG Dark Souls, please subscribe, all that jazz. And if you like me, please support me on Patreon to get more video game content. And for as little as $1 a month, you can support me in making more video game content and video game ramblings. Now, let's get into our review. Last month was my birthday, and for my birthday I bought myself Mortal Shell. Being the masochist I am, I saw this game and be like, great, another Souls-like game to break my controller. Just kidding, didn't break my controller, it just wore out. But suffice to say, my thoughts on Mortal Shell is a little too over the top? I don't think so. This game, I absolutely love it. Even playing it with a worn-out controller. Not broken. You liars. Well, technically that would be broken, but not by me. Even getting smacked around by bosses or minor enemies when you're first learning the game, you just love this game. It's amazing. And it truly brings out the masochist in me. Without the screaming, or furniture damage, or pillows being punched. Non-flashbacks aside, this game is actually pretty relaxing. You're almost happy to get your face chomped in half by Gretchen. You're happy to get a crossbow to the face. As stated before, it's like Dark Souls. There's a lot of running. You run around in the knife armor. Just knocked something off my desk, but still going to record. You have fancy armor. You have pretty fun achievements. Not grueling. And, well, there are bound to be a few grueling achievements. You die a lot. But, you like Sekiro, you come back. But it's even funnier. When you die again, you get smacked away. Here's some gameplay that I recorded right at the beginning of the game. As you can see, the game is darker than Sekiro, but not as dark as Dark Souls. There's water everywhere. It's intentionally meant to be like a dream state, and I'm sure that's tied into the ending, which I have not reached yet because I bought it a couple weeks ago. Well, not a couple weeks ago. Somewhere between. Don't want to give away my birthday. But as soon as I grabbed that sword, I was like, hey, time to run. Fight off whatever I find in here. I did. And the classic Dark Souls roll. Thought I would impone this boss in no time. However, did not go that way. He just decided to mollywop me and get me down to the health where your character decides, oh, I'm too weak, like Palpatine. Then you crawl out that fish's butthole. Well, I think it's his face. But you just crawl. It's a lot slower, as you can tell, I had to speed the heck out of these clips multiple times. But you get up, you look around, still in dreamland, but there's moss everywhere. And there you find it. Your hermit crab shell. I mean, your mortal shell. And now you're a knight. This is your base shell. You walk around, you smack things with your sword, smite them with all the anger of getting pwned by the tutorial boss. And you go around and you pick shrooms all day like Joe Rogan. Next are the Bonfires, which you find in a swamp. It's actually this woman that I'm not entirely sure what she is right now. Well, she tells you that she's some sort of being that's between life and death like you are. But she also mentions her brethren later on. And when you go to this mirror place that you look through visions to find. This is your little store where you upgrade your character or for tar. This guy right here has a little emblem on it that allows you to parry. However, I've found the parrying in this game to be janky, and at first I thought it was just because my controller was worn out and not broken. But the more I scroll through forums and comment sections and videos, I find that the game has trash parrying system. Maybe they'll be fixed in an update. This guy right here, you immediately know that he has something to do with the end of the game. When he mentions like a rare item, he's chained up in the middle of the citadel next to where you find the lady that's basically your bonfire, and he mentions a corrupted form of the orbs that she talks about. His voice is so gravelly but velvet at the same time. And I did peek ahead and see what he looks like unchained, and he is definitely like something out of H.P. Lovecraft. Around this area you go up that way and you can upgrade your weapons, get high at some shrines. Just kidding. Probably not. Probably I'm not kidding. That's probably very accurate to what happens. But you go up the stairs, you find a cat merchant, you find the upgrade bench where you can take items that you either get from a chest, like behind Gretchen, there's your first upgrade item, and what I call a mirror. It might be closer to obsidian, but there is an item that you get called the hammer and sickle that I'm still trying to get. But you can also get upgrades around the area. And up the tower from this guy, there's a cat merchant. But the merchant is not like the liar from Skyrim. He's not an actual cat merchant. But he doesn't sell you stuff. Unless it's been so long that I forgot what he sells. Because I know there's Khajiit that do sell. But you go up the stairs, you talk to this guy that he's very posh, he's smoking, and he's very fat and elegant. And he's called the cat merchant because right next to him is a black cat that you can actually pet. And I've heard that there's more to come when it comes to interactive characters, which I hope that the chained guy is interactive in the end. Heck, even the items are somewhat more interactive than most modern games where you consume them and then poof, they're gone. But the more you consume an item, the more you use it, the more you gain experience in it. It's amazing. The developers put a lot of thought into every aspect of this game, especially lore finding and item usage. But speaking of thought and thinking, let's talk about the can of whoop ass that is Gretchen. See, big old fat can of whoop ass is sitting there, either through a big tunnel or this little tunnel that I crawled through after I faced her, then had to crawl away, grab a shell. But man, she is your first official boss in the game. And you gotta get her patterns down right. And although you can YOLO it and just harden as you jump towards her and smack her is one cheese way that I've seen. I haven't got it to work for me yet. But maybe I'm just bad. Which more than likely I am. But now it's time for the end. Time for some bad ebagging. Because what is a YouTuber without bad ebagging? But really, I don't want to be a fry cook anymore. I've been it for 5 years. I try to play other places, and it doesn't work. Just kidding. I'm not gonna cry. But really, I don't want to be a fry cook. I'm not SpongeBob, I'm more like Squidward, especially this Squidward pouring coffee walking into a night shift over and over and over. Oh, I hate night shifts. And I'm not complaining that I have the job. I just don't like the one that I'm. But boy, did Steven Hillenburg and the SpongeBob crew give us a warning with that, "Oh boy, it's 3 a.m. joke. Oh boy, it's 3 a.m. I'm pretty sure he dealt with that frustration. But now, it's time to remind you at the end of my ebagging to like, subscribe, and if you really liked it, support me on Patreon for as low as $1, or the higher tiers get you mentioned in the comments and the video, and the highest tier saves you money on the sales tax. But I am Malachi Gaming, and I will catch you later.